What's going on with this thing? Okay, hi guys. Today I just wanted to touch base on the karmic relationship, soulmate, twin flame stuff that's really been going around, and just give my insight and my input about it. So this is coming from experience as well, and researching and just finding my way through the maze. So I just want to start off by offering my support and my love and my light um, to anybody that has gone through and is now in recovery of a karmic relationship, or anybody that's contemplating on leaving a relationship because it's not conducive to your spiritual elevation. um, because we don't really get that support. And I think it's vital. It's vital for spiritual growth. It's vital for a healthy, whole person. It's vital to have people that understand what you're going through, what you're about to go through. So um, this is my take on it. And I have been in many karmic relationships, not knowing they were karmic relationships. But this most recent one, I made the decision to make this person a permanent factor in my life's journey, not knowing that this person was not supposed to be permanent, but this person was just temporary, just to teach me some things about myself that I did not know, things about myself that I need to work on. Okay, so that when I encounter other people or interact with other people, especially for my ministry, then I would know more about myself, and I would know how to approach people or how to be more relatable and things like that. So, this karmic relationship that we find ourselves in, that sometimes we make that person permanent when they're really just temporary, um, we have to be okay with the release that must come and it must take place for spiritual growth. Not even only for spiritual growth, but this separation of this person, cutting ties with this person or the situation, is also for your mental health, physical health, financial health. Okay, it's not only for the spirit, but that's where it starts. Because when your spirit is right, everything else will, fall into its right place. So, in my experience, I made this person a permanent part of my life. I tried to make this person a permanent part of my life. And as I began to grow spiritually, I started to notice that this person can't go with me. Like, there are more things I want to do. There's deeper knowledge that I want to embrace, and things of that sort. And this person simply cannot go with me to those next levels, those deeper levels. So ultimately, what we tend to say is that we grow apart, and that's perfectly fine to grow apart from people, from situations that do not serve you as you grow into the person that you are meant to be, or the person that you have always been. Okay, but it's a process. You have to grow into that, and in your growth you will find things about yourself that are not conducive to the person that you're supposed to be. So many times we don't know that until someone comes along and presses a certain button. Okay, um that's just like a bougie person not really knowing that they really ratchet on the inside, because nobody has taken them to that level for them to see, okay, this part of your personality or whatever, it could come out when you're in ministry dealing with somebody and that person comes to press that button. And you wouldn't know that it was inside of you until you've dealt with it before. So that's pretty much like an example of what I wanted to say. There are things that we pick up along the way as children and adolescents and things like that, that we pick up, and we have them on the inside of us, but we don't really know that it's there until somebody presses that button. So that's pretty much how my karmic relationship was. I didn't know that there were things inside of me that I really need to work my way through, because nobody has press those type of buttons. So when this person came into my life, it was all kind of buttons being pressed, and I was being triggered and things like that. And I found myself in depression, and it was really hard for me to come out of my cycle of depression um in that relationship. So I had to learn, wait a minute, pause. Okay, like literally pause on all of this. Where are you? I had to speak to myself like that. Where are you? Where did you go? Where did you drift off to? Because this person came into your life. Now you're a totally different person. What's going on here? So I had to work myself through a lot of things. I had to cry myself through a lot of things. I had to stay up and at night through a lot of things. I had to read myself through a lot of things and just learn and embrace um, the things about me that make me beautiful on the inside. And in the midst of this person really downplaying me, and I lost myself. So I had to find myself again, and in that pain and that misery I was able to do that. And now I'm able to be an example for somebody else that may have been going through the same thing, and they don't know how to get themselves out of it. But I'm more approachable now because I've been broken down, and to a place where I can say, listen, honey, I can help you, instead of how can that person be with this person and they treat them like this. I had to be broken down to levels where I can be more understanding and open and non-judgmental to people that are going through certain things. Anyway, so karmic relationships, they come to show you what you have inside of you that you need to release from yourself to make yourself the better person or the best version of yourself. So they come to show you things, they come to teach you lessons. And a lot of times we have children with these karmic people. We get married to the karmic person and things like that. And when you open your eyes, you're like, okay, I wasn't meant to marry this person, or I wasn't meant to have a child with this person, or whatever the case may be. They were only there to show you what was in you that you need to get rid of, and vice versa. You're there not to be a permanent fixture in that person's life. So when they get ready to release you from their life, you have to be able to say, okay, time's up. And that's just it is what it is. And you have to be in a place where you say, okay, well, it wasn't meant to be anyway. Or it could be meant to be with that person. It's just not the right timing. That person has to grow up. You have to grow up so that you guys can come back together and be the union that you're supposed to be. That could be as well. But at the same time, either way it goes, there's a lesson to be learned. Whether you're meant to be with that person and it's the wrong timing, or you're just meant to be friends with someone so they can teach you something, whatever the case may be, you have something to learn from that experience. Nobody is a mistake, but what we tend to do is we have these emotional ties to people and they feel good on a certain level, and we just want to continue that good feeling over and over and over again, even if they make us want to pull our freaking hair out every freaking day. There was that good feeling that you want to continue. But even with the bad, even with the bad that they show you constantly, you still feel like, okay, well, this person understands me, or this person, been with me for 12 years when I had nothing, and now I have this. And so you feel a loyalty to this person, when really, honey, at the end of the day, this person is just here for lesson. That's it. You don't owe anybody anything. You learned your lesson, and you feel like for you it's time to be released from this situation because it's really detrimental. It's not helping you elevate. You have the freedom and the right to say, listen, this is done for me. You have that right. But because you feel a loyalty or you feel some type of way, which is noble, but it's not going to do anything for either one of you. So while you're in these karmic relationships where this person is only going to be, here for a short amount of time, please learn what you need to learn. Be open and honest with this person and say, listen, I don't see a future with you, but there is something that I need to learn. There is something that you need to learn. We are here at this point in life for a reason. So let's work on understanding why we are connected. That's the most honest thing that you can do with somebody. Only if you know to do that. Like I said, we tend to marry things or marry people that ain't no good for us in the long run. And that's why so many people, they get attracted to people. They have good times, they get married, but then they end up divorced after 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, a year. Because that was not a permanent situation. That was a karmic tie that both of you needed to learn something from so that you can grow into the spiritual being that you want to be, or that you know you were sent here to be, so that you can be with the right one at the right time as a whole person. So that's what the karmic relationship is all about. It's just a temporary thing so that you can become the better person. So when your twin flame, when you are able to reunite with your twin flame, you will be a whole, complete person. That's how I see it. That person needs your twin flame, whoever is the next you in this world. They're going through their karmic stuff. Maybe they're married and you're not married. But you know who, you know each other or something like that, and you just feel like, oh my God, this person is just, when I look at this person, I see myself. We connect. We've never had sex or nothing, but we just connect on such a deep level. But this person is married. You have to be patient in that. You have to know that it will work itself out because they're going through their karmic stuff. You go through your karmic stuff so that when you guys reunite, it will be a complete union. That person ain't broken and you're not broken. Yes, you will have your issues, but you guys will be in a place where you can work on them and stay together for those 50, 60 years till death do us part type stuff. Those are the people that, those twin flames stay together for forever because they're whole people. They've done the work that they needed to do to reunite with each other and have that kind of life. And even if they meet each other later on in life, say in their 50s, they ride the rest of that out together because they're meant to be. So whatever age it is that you're going to find your twin, just make sure you're a whole person when you do. You're not broken. You're not shattered. You're not in love with your ex somewhere or whatever. Do the work that you need to do so that when you come together with your twin flame, if you are blessed to ever come together with your twin flame, some people don't have that. When you do, you'll be whole. You'll be complete. He'll be whole. He'll be complete. Nothing broken. But right now, we got so many broken people marrying other broken people. Okay? So when this person decides they want to be released from you, let them go. When you decide that you want to be released from this person, you would want them to let you go. No strings attached, nothing involved, nothing. So if you have not gone through your karmic breakup with a person that you are with, that you know is not able to go with you to your next level, please prepare yourself now in your heart, in your mind, your soul, your spirit, finances to cut those ties. Be prepared to do that. It may take some months. It may not take long at all because you already know that this person ain't right for you. But even still, even if you're the one that's going to break off the relationship, make sure you're sensitive and compassionate enough to say it to the person so that it's received well. Because you never know. They may feel the same exact way as you feel, but they don't know how to approach you. So it's my advice to proceed with caution and be ready to just let it go. Because honestly, as soon as you let it go, greater is like right there, staring you in the face, right there. Your next level is conducive to this karmic ending is conducive to your spiritual elevation, and you don't want to miss your seasons in spirit, because then you have to wait for the season to come back around, just like in a natural. So please, if you haven't gone through it yet and you feel it like it's coming, because we're not stupid. We know when things are ending. So prepare your heart, prepare your mind for the release. Because once you release, then you're able to receive. So that's my advice. That was my experience. So I hope you guys take heed to this. Because you have to. The world is waking up to these things, and we're calling it different things, but in the spirit is all the same. So the one, your twin flame, whatever the case may be, could be just sitting there waiting for you to be released from this karmic situation. But by you prolonging it, this person is probably getting restless, and they're going to find another person to get in a relationship with, and then you'll be devastated. So just know what season you're in. Prepare yourself for your spiritual elevation. And if that requires you cutting people off, be okay with change. Let them go, or allow them to let you go, and just proceed. Okay? There is no good thing that God will withhold from his children. And if you claim to be a child of God, please understand that he got you. He got your back. You'll be fine. Because I went through it. Didn't want to let this person go because I just felt like, oh my God, my life is going to fall apart if I do. Please trust and believe and know that God got you. And if you need anybody to stand with you, I'm here. I have connection to some people that, will stand with you. If you want to pray, you want to meditate, whatever, we got you. So don't be scared to hit me up. Let me know, leave comments or whatever the case may be. But please be okay with releasing your karmic tie to someone or something that is not conducive to your next level. Okay? My next video will be about the law of attraction and how that is biblical and it's not demonic. So you guys stick around for that. I'm doing my research on it, praying on it, meditating on it, and all that. So just stick around for that. I'm Zuriel Kita, and I'm signing off. Thank you so much for listening to me, and subscribe.